She says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy?
Country music superstar Carrie Underwood has everyone talking, but not just for her hit songs. This time it's her bold decision to perform at President Donald Trump's inauguration that's causing a stir. The announcement set off shockwaves in the entertainment world, sparking heated debates on both sides of the political spectrum. But it didn't stop there. Things escalated when The View joined the conversation, and the controversy hit a whole new level. On a recent episode, Joy Behar didn't hold back, questioning Carrie's patriotism in front of millions of viewers. Her comments were blunt, unfiltered, and ignited a social media firestorm like never before. What started as a simple performance announcement has turned into a nationwide debate. Is this just a case of opinions spiraling out of control, or does it point to something bigger? Stay tuned as we unpack all the twists and turns of this unfolding drama.
Underwood will take the stage at Trump's inauguration singing America the Beautiful. She said to the Post, I love our country and I'm honored to have been asked to sing at the inauguration and to be a small part of this historic event. I am humbled to answer the call at a time when we must all come together in the spirit of unity and looking to the future. Well, that wasn't good enough for the tolerant left, of course, who is outraged over Carrie being outed as MAGA. X is blowing up with jokes about how she should sing her hit song Before He Cheats. Some are calling for her to be boycotted and canceled. John Rich weighed in, saying there are several top-tier country artists who support Trump, and I wish they'd finally have the balls to come forward and be counted. Ain't nothing outlaw about keeping your mouth shut to appease the record label. Carrie Underwood is making you look like a bunch of sissy boys. Carrie is talented, she is graceful, she is a class act, she has great legs, not that it matters, but she is everything that the tolerant left.
The controversy began when Carrie Underwood, who's mostly stayed out of politics, made a surprising announcement. She would perform at President Trump's inauguration. Carrie explained her decision as an act of love, unity, and patriotism, a chance to bring people together during a divided time. But the response was explosive. Fans quickly took to social media to share their opinions, and they were anything but unified. Some were outraged, calling her choice a betrayal of what they believed she stood for. Others applauded her for staying true to her values, even when it wasn't the easy or popular choice. The reactions were all over the place. Outrage on one side, admiration on the other. Then The View weighed in, and the drama hit a whole new level, kicking the controversy into high gear.
Country superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are. So let's put this in perspective here. What do y'all think?
I personally hope we're moving beyond the era of politics where we want to cancel people's livelihoods because we don't like their politics. And whether it was the Dixie Chicks for criticizing George Bush, didn't agree with it then, and Carrie Underwood, if you have a problem, you register your complaint by not downloading her songs and not going to her shows.
Right.
But I also think from a business standpoint, it's not a bad decision for Carrie Underwood. 75 million people voted for Trump. Artists tend to skew left-leaning, so she's overnight going to become an icon of MAGA and the American right. She's probably going to make a lot of money off of it. So I get why she did it.
I say.
On a recent episode of The View, Joy Behar didn't hold back, directly questioning whether Carrie Underwood's decision to perform at Trump's inauguration was truly patriotic. Her pointed comments sent ripples through the studio and set the internet ablaze. But Carrie stayed true to herself, calm and composed. She refused to engage in a war of words, letting her actions speak louder. For her, this wasn't about politics, it was about honoring her love for her country and the chance to perform at a historic event. Amid the backlash, unexpected support began to roll in. Country music legend John Rich tweeted, "Carrie Underwood shows grace and class in the face of hate. That's what being a true artist is all about." Even those who didn't share her political views recognized her right to perform. One fan commented, "I may not support her politics, but I respect her decision. Music should unite us, not divide us." Through it all, Carrie stayed focused on what mattered most, bringing people together with her music.
It's country music. I think
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't do it, even though I
You
can't
would
sing.
not sing?
No, I would not. I would not normalize him. And she says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every
Respectfully,
day.
a lot of my family voted for Trump. They love the country and vote for him. I think that people make these decisions for a lot of reasons.
Okay, fine. And I would not be the person to say don't do it, because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would not do it. No one's asked me, but that's another story.
I would love for you to do a roast at the Trump inauguration.
Okay.
Oh, no one else had any
So
thought?
there we are.
Here's where it gets really intriguing. This controversy isn't just about Carrie Underwood or The View. It's a reflection of a deeper issue in society, the growing divide over politics and personal choices. It raises some tough questions. Can we separate an artist's work from their personal beliefs? At what point does criticism stop being constructive and become mean-spirited? For Carrie, this wasn't about politics. It was about honoring her country and performing at an event meant to bring Americans together. But for many, her decision became a flashpoint in a much larger cultural divide, with both sides firmly standing their ground. Joy Behar's comments added fuel to the fire, sparking a bigger conversation about the media's role. Should shows like The View have the freedom to make bold claims about public figures without consequences? Or should there be limits on what's said on air? These questions don't have easy answers, but they highlight just how complicated and polarized public discourse has become.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. But then you pushed her, and she said, "Yeah, I guess I am."
Well, I said to her, do you believe that women should make the same amount of money as men? Well, I guess I am a feminist.
Yeah, and she said, "I guess I am a feminist." So I think people feel pretty strongly about it. I think art is art, and you have a right to perform where you want to perform. I agree with you, Joy. I can't sing a lick, but I certainly, and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no.
Well, they wouldn't ask me, so I have nothing.
Right, yeah.
We're not asking any of us.
Well,
It sounds like there's a lot of debate over personal beliefs and artistic freedom here. Joy Behar brought up a strong point about how people define themselves and their values, sharing an example of someone realizing they might align with feminist ideas after being questioned about equal pay for women. It highlights how perspectives can shift when challenged. When it comes to Carrie's decision, the panel acknowledged that art is art, and every artist has the right to choose where and when they perform. While some may disagree, the choice ultimately belongs to the performer. Joy herself noted that if she were asked to perform, it'd be a hard no, but added that no one's asking her, or anyone on the panel for that matter. The conversation reflected the broader divide, respecting individual decisions while grappling with personal opinions on where those choices lead.
I've scheduled a spa day.
I'm not even going to tell you what I'm doing. Don't worry. I'm not talking. I'm not telling. No, because it was always in the books. Who knew this was going to be the day that we chose? Because it's also a very interesting day, right? The 21st.
It's Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And you can choose to celebrate it how you want. You can honor MLK.
I'm going to honor him and at the
And get a
spa.
spa
At the spa.
Well, as long as it's a free country and it holds,
Yes.
I would agree with everybody. It is a free country at the moment.
Well, yeah. But it's up to us to make sure that doesn't start to change.
Yes.
Right.
Well,
that's
we're trying.
Well, we're trying, yes. And it's important not to forget that we have that right. It is up to us.
Yeah.
Now, there are other people performing too, and I don't really even want to bring it up.
Interview 6. The fallout from this controversy has been massive, with social media exploding in memes, tweets, and TikToks dissecting every detail. One viral meme contrasted Carrie's calm and composed demeanor with Joy Behar's fiery remarks, captioned, "Grace under fire versus unfiltered rage." Carrie's fans have rallied around her, praising her for staying strong despite the intense backlash. At the same time, critics of The View are demanding accountability, accusing the show of fueling division instead of encouraging meaningful conversations. In the middle, some voices are calling for a pause, urging everyone to step back and reflect. To them, This isn't about politics, it's a reminder to tone down the outrage and focus on finding common ground. This drama has clearly struck a nerve, and it's prompting a much-needed conversation about how we engage with differing opinions in today's world. Interview said, "One trending tweet nailed it. At the end of the day, it's just music. Let's stop turning everything into a battleground." So, what's the takeaway? Carrie Underwood's choice to perform at Trump's inauguration sparked plenty of chaos, but it also highlighted something important: the value of staying true to your beliefs, even when it's not the popular choice. As for The View, this incident has reignited a bigger conversation about the media's influence on public opinion. Did they cross the line this time? Where's the balance between free speech and responsible dialogue? Now it's your turn. Was Carrie right to take the stage, or do you agree with The View's criticism? Share your thoughts in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a breaking story or unfiltered